Okay, so readers, listen. I'm here today because I want to model to your teacher of how to incorporate 4 themes during the interactive read aloud. Okay? So, we're going to read this book. It's a fiction book, realistic fiction book. And it's realistic fiction because the story didn't happen in real life, but it could happen in real life. You understand? Yes. It's about, it has events that could occur in real life, but the characters are made up. Okay? All right, so while we are reading this book, I want to go ahead and set a purpose. And the purpose of reading this story is for you to be looking at character traits and character actions and why they do the things that they do. So, for example, you want to watch, if the character does something, I want you to be thinking about why did they do that? And how do their character traits, how do their actions tell me about what kind of a person they are? How does their actions tell me about what type of a person they are? The things that they do, the things that they say. Okay? So the name of this story is Fly Away Home. And this is by one of my favorite authors. Her name is Eve Bunting. Now, just by looking at that, at the picture, what does it look like they are? Looks like they're in the airport. So let's just see if they really are in the airport. I see an plane in the background, but they could be at home. So let's just see. My dad and I live in an airport. That's because we don't have a home. And the airport is better than the streets. We are careful not to get caught. As soon as I read that first page, I'm thinking to myself, why in the world are they living in the airport? So I'm starting to think of some things in my head like homelessness and things like that. Mr. Slocum and Mr. Vale were caught last night. 10 green bottles hanging on the wall, they say. They were as loud as 2 moose bellowing. Dad says they broke the first rule of living here. Don't get noticed. Dad and I try not to get noticed. We stay among the crowds. We change airlines. Already starting to develop some, like some character traits of this little boy, his dad. Delta, TWA, Northwest, we love them all, Dad says. He and I wear blue jeans and blue t-shirts and blue jackets. We have a blue zipper bag with a change of blue clothes. Not to be noticed is to look like nobody at all. Let me read that part. He and I wear blue jeans, a blue t-shirt, blue jackets, and we have a blue zipper bag with a change of blue clothes. Not to be noticed is like nobody, is like looking like nobody at all. I want you to turn and talk to your partner. And this is what I want you to talk about. I want you to ask yourself, how does the little boy and the dad's actions help you to understand what the characters are like? How does the little boy and his dad's actions help you to understand what the characters are like? Go ahead and turn and talk. Partner one, go first.
They act like they try to go somewhere in the airport, so nobody knows that they're
So what type of person are they?
they're like homeless. I agree with you but I agree with you, but I gotta ask him like, what you mean by they homeless? Like they got stuff, so like they can sneak around, so they will be caught. And when they and then the little kid is learning from the dad because the little kid is learning how to be sneaky. Like that's like freaky for like other people. You gotta
Readers? Okay, so I heard someone said that the little kid is learning how to be sneaky like his dad. So you believe that that their character traits are sneaky, right? Then I also heard someone say that they are careful, they're smart, okay? They know how to move in the airport and live there and not get caught by the things that they do, okay? So somebody might think sneaky, somebody might say they're just smart, they're wise, okay? They need somewhere to stay, they better think of a way to not get caught. And so you see them there with their blue bags and everything that they told you about, their blue shirts, pants, bags right here. So this picture helps me to kind of visualize what's going on in the text, in the words. Once we saw a woman pushing a metal cart full of stuff. She wore a long, dirty coat, and she lay down across a row of seats in the front row of Continental Gate 6. The cart, the dirty coat, the lying down were all noticeable. Security moved her out real fast. I'm thinking that's the reason why they don't do any of those things.
Sit down.
Because security moves them out. Dad and I sleep sitting up. We use different airport areas. Where are we tonight, I asked. Dad checked his notebook. Alaska Air, he says. Over in the other terminal, just like I thought. Very wise. That's okay. We like to walk. We know some of the airport regulars by name and sight. There's Idaho Joe and Annie Franny and Mars Man, but we don't sit together. Sitting together will get you noticed, family. Dad says. So their main focus right now is just not to get noticed so that they can have somewhere to stay. Everything in the airport is on the move. Passengers, pilots, flight attendants, cleaners with their brooms, jets roar in close to the windows. I'm making a visualization right now of all of these people they're saying. The passengers, the pilots, the flight attendants, because when I go to the airport, it's just like this. Everybody's on the move. And they're walking fast because, you know, it's a time. You got to be on the flight in a certain time. You got to move the people out in a certain time. You got to clean up because there's so many people. So everybody's like on the move. Nobody's moving slow, in slow motion. So I can visualize that really well. You know what visualization does? It helps you to enjoy the story. When you can visualize things, it helps you to enjoy it.
And boys and girls, just to add on, you all got to meet some black pilots the other day, right?
Yeah.
Sure did. Other jets wore out. Luggage bounces down chutes. Escalators glide up and down, disappearing on the floors. Everyone's going somewhere except Dad and I. We stay. I'm starting to hear a difference in the tone. Like everybody's going somewhere except us. We stay. It kind of sounds like a depressing tone. Like we stay. Everybody's going somewhere, but we're still. Once a little brown bird got into the main terminal and couldn't get out. It fluttered in the high, hollow places. It threw itself at the glass, fell panting on the floor, flew to a tall metal girder, and perched there, exhausted. This word panting, I don't want to keep going because I feel like I'm not quite sure. Let me see if I can use some of the words around it. Let me see. The words, it threw itself against the glass. It fell. So I'm thinking that it was kind of tired. Then it flew to a tall metal girder and perched there exhausted. So these words right here, this sentence right here, flew to a tall metal girder and perched there exhausted, helps me to kind of understand what panting means. Because it said he fell panting and then he was exhausted. So I'm thinking panting meant that he was kind of breathing hard because he was tired, right? If he fell exhausted, he was tired from trying to get out. Don't stop trying, I told it silently. It's on. You can get out. For days the bird flew around, dragging one wing, and then it found an instant when a sliding door was open and stood through it. I watched it rise. Its wings seemed okay. Fly, bird, I whispered. Fly away home. Then, though I couldn't hear it, I knew it was singing. Nothing made me as happy as that bird. I have so many thoughts about this page. I want to see if you guys are thinking the same thing that I'm thinking. Just think to yourself, what do you think the bird symbolizes in this story? Just think to yourself. Think to yourself. What do you think the bird symbolizes in this story? And while you're thinking, I'm going to read it again. Though I couldn't hear it, I knew it was singing. Nothing made me as happy as that bird. Why is he making him so happy? He told the bird, you can do it. You can get out. Don't stop trying. Go ahead and turn and talk to your partner. What do you think the bird symbolizes in this story? I think the bird symbolizes.
I think the bird symbolizes that
Never give up and keep trying. That sounds.
like your comparison.
Okay.
Like your comparison, because
Readers? So I heard a lot of good things. So somebody said that they think that the bird trying to get out symbolizes like hope. Okay? And then somebody else said that the bird symbolizes just trying to get out. Just trying to get out. Right now they're trapped in the airport and they want to get out. They want to have a home. They want to get out someday. So that bird symbolizes that bird got out when it got one little crevice of an opportunity to get out, a little sliding door, just slid over just enough, and he was able to get out and fly away home. So that makes me believe that it gives a little boy hope that some things, a bright spot or moment is going to come up and they're going to be able to get out. So that bird symbolizes hope and freedom, being able to get out. And that takes me back to the title, Fly Away Home. Okay? The airport's busy and noisy, even at night. Dad and I sleep anyway. When it gets quiet, between 2 and 4 a.m., we wake up. Dead time, Dad says, almost no flights coming in or going out. At dead time, there aren't many people around, so we're extra careful. In the mornings, Dad and I wash up in one of the bathrooms, and he shaves. The bathrooms are crowded, no matter how early, and that's the way we like it. Strangers talk to strangers. Where did you get in from? 3 hours, our flights was delayed. 3 hours, our flights was delayed. Man, I am bushed. Dad and I, we don't talk to anyone because they're smart, right? Their main thing while they're in their airport is do not get caught because you need somewhere to live. All right, so guys, we're gonna stop there for today, but I want to talk about something that came up. We started talking about some themes. Getting out, having hope, never giving up hope. So I want to go ahead and kind of model to you of how I would write about the theme, how I could possibly write about a theme. So I might start it off like this. So this story is really about never giving up hope. The bird,
What's a symbol of hope?
okay, I like that, was a symbol of hope because it never
Gave up.
gave
Hope.
up
Trying.
flying free.
Like flying with hope. Fly away home.
This gave
Okay, yeah.
the boy hope that he and his dad would,
Never give up.
they would get out as well. They would get out.
They will get out as well.
And be free
From the airport.
as well. Thank you guys for helping me write that. But do you see how I took just some things that were going on in my head about what I thought the theme could possibly be about, and I just put it in, I just kind of smoothed it out and just wrote it in a comprehensible manner where you could like comprehend it. Like this story is really about never giving up. And you know where I got this stem from? That first sentence right off of your paper that says writing about fiction. That's one of the stems. And then I just wrote my full thoughts, and you guys helped me. Thank you for that. Can you keep doing that today and every day when you are writing about reading in your notebooks about fiction? All right. So tomorrow, maybe Miss Williams can continue on with reading.